There's lots of things about graduate school that families may not understand. I'm going to highlight some of those right now. Hey everybody, I'm Leigh from teachingacademia.com, and I'm all about giving you the tools you need to navigate academia and make your best impact. Today we're talking about things that families may not understand about why you want to go to grad school. So let's just get into it, right? So the first thing is that it's important to understand graduate school is not a vacation or somehow less than holding a real job. Because when you think about the fact that you, as a grad student, you're going to be paid typically 20 hours a week to work. Then you've got classes, okay, and that's going to easily take up, just attending class can easily take up anywhere from 6 to 9 hours a week, depending on how many classes you take. And then there is, right, so now we're at almost 40, about 30 hours, right? So, and then you've got the work that's associated with those classes, the reading, the research, the papers, etc. So we're easily at 40 hours, if not more, right, than 40 hours a week. Your life can look a little bit like a vacation because you don't have to show up maybe at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and you don't necessarily work a 9 to 5, but your families may not understand that this is a lot of work, okay? So the other thing is that, you know, your work as a graduate student is constant, okay? So, and some jobs are certainly like this too, right? Where you could always be working no matter what, but some jobs are not, right? Some jobs you show up when you show up, and when you're done for the day, you're done for the day. As a grad student, you could always be working on something. You could always be analyzing data. You could always be preparing to teach a class. You could always be reading something, right? You could always be writing something. There's always something that you could be doing. And those first couple of years as a grad student can be very difficult to learn how to manage that kind of work well when it's constant, right? When you're trying to enjoy yourself and you think, oh, I should be writing, I should be reading, right? So there's a lot of work and it's difficult to manage. You will get the hang of it. Families may not necessarily understand that at first. The other thing that families are going to need some help with to understand is that what your life looks like on a daily basis is going to shift. It's going to shift depending on what time of year is it. Is it a semester, be it fall or winter or spring, or is it the summer, okay? So your summer, you may have a lighter load, right? You may not have as many demands on your time. You may not have an assistantship, okay? You might have some extra free time, so to speak, where you probably should be writing. But you know, how much work you have to engage in, that's going to change depending on where you are in the semester, what time of year it is. So you can be more or less busy depending on the season. And people are going to need help understanding that. The other thing that people are going to might need help with is understanding why you would want to return to school, or why would you want to continue to stay in school, right? So if you're continuing on from undergraduate into grad school, family members may struggle to know why you just don't go ahead and go get a real job, okay? And that's not my language, right? But that's the language that you'll typically hear, right? Why don't you start go making money, get a real job? So in that case, family members just need just a little context to help understand why you're doing this, how it's beneficial to you, how you see it as helping you achieve some dreams, career aspirations, etc. Now, if you're like me, where I had been working and then I decided to go back to graduate school, your family may struggle to understand why you are making that shift. Why are you quitting a job that probably pays more than what you're going to make in grad school, honestly? And I was a teacher, so it wasn't exactly like had a high paying job, but it still paid a lot more than what I was going to make in grad school. Family members may struggle to understand why you would do that. Okay, so again, you're going to have to help them understand how this is getting you to a place that you want to be and why it's necessary. And then finally, your family may not understand what your career options look like with a master's or a doctoral degree, okay? So help them when you're thinking about helping them understand why you're continuing on in school or why you're quitting your job to go back to school, or even if you're going part-time at night, right, to school, why are you putting out money for that? Help them understand what getting this advanced degree, what it's going to do for your career further down the road. So if you like this video and you want more, click right here and I will see you over in the next one.